Yeah, so I'm going to talk about this censorship again. It's religious groups that are censoring. It's really, any censor is going to be of the same religious group, okay? It's like a solipsist, worldly person. You can see there's a behavior and a pattern. It's like if you're going along to get along and you're going to be a deceiver, you're just like, yeah, I love you. And actually you're a deceiver. You know, like you superficially have all these good things about you, and your emotional intelligence has you navigate and go to where it is you want to be. And you know, you're not a supernaut, meaning you can't just fly in the ether and run around with lightning bolts shooting out of your fingers. But you can schmooze people, okay? This is the miracle of schmoozing. This is really what we're talking about, the schmoozers. And it's not a shortage of these people. They're everywhere. And they're very much... I've had so much experience with the schmoozers that are actually murderous people. They're very murderous. And they're being presented as good people. The courts receive them. There's no punishment for their murderous deeds because they're being covered for by a bunch of other murderous people. They're liars. There's no shortage of these people. This is what we see in the world politics right now. They're embracing crime but condemning humanity. Okay, this is actually a biblical concept of what's being condemned when they say, if you're a Christian, you will be hated. If you're a human, you're going to be hated by the beast system. This is what it's talking about. You don't need to have a cross in your name. You don't have to say, my name is Jesus Christ follower, to be persecuted by the violence that's going on in the world. That's a real thing. And in a real thing, the persecution is against what? It's incidental. It happens just, stuff happens to people. You can see like, oh, this village got exploded and this is, suffering happened. It doesn't mean because there are Christians that happened. It's just something consequential that's happening, okay? And you can be numb to it, concern yourself or whatnot. If you just say, well, there's nothing I can do about that, well, that's not necessarily true if you're the one dropping those bombs, Like, that's a lie. They say you couldn't have done anything. Well, you just let that out the bay, So this nonsensical, non-rational mindset is not what holiness is, but it's being presented as this. And so this guy's talking about, what are snakes and who are snakes. And if you listen to the exact context of what he's saying, he's referring to Jesus Christ himself. If even Jesus Christ's behavior was a snake's behavior, he was a deceiver, he was a fool, and he was wicked. And also anybody following Jesus in their trials and tribulations are also likewise fools. He's explicitly directly saying this. Now, I haven't seen his channel before, but I comment on it going, hey, that's actually, he's calling himself authentic and he's calling himself irreligious, which is not correct. He is religious and there's clear, truth, but he's embellishing words. He's saying somehow he's magically unreligious, irreligious, whatever you want to call it. He's unreligious, but others are, okay? And this is like ambiguous because literally you can take lots of different people, lots of different kinds of atheism is a religion. You could take atheists and he'd be referring to them as well. There's no shortage, and particularly you can think of a scenario like he's talking about murderous liars. They're not religious, supposedly, but they are. Everyone has a religion. It's a set of beliefs. It's behaviors. This is, but he's pointing at everybody but himself. It's just a religious mindset, but he has irrationality. He's a hypocrite. He's a lying hypocrite. Good on the outside, but he's false. But I wasn't able to comment in his page right out the gate. You understand? This is already screened. I cannot comment. So this is like, what is this person? This is a religious person of censorship.